My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Now I gotta get serious about some shit about this youth of America and radicalization. This is part 2 of the radicalization of you young idiots. Alright? I'm not one to judge nobody. That's not my place to make that call. I'm not here to condemn you for being a dumbass. You're entitled to be a dumbass because some people just aren't educated. In American schools, well, we ain't got the best track record in education. I said it. I put it out there. We do not have the best track record in education. And there are schools in foreign countries that educate their kids all year round. Hell, China. And, other Asian countries that educate their kids all year round. I support that shit. Because maybe that's what we need to do to get more discipline in the kids' asses. So that they won't get stupid and decide, hey, I'm gonna radicalize myself and join these dumbass motherfuckers that want to kill my grandparents. They worked their ass off to get us out of these foreign countries so that we could have a good life. So my mom wouldn't be betrothed to some asshole that's like 90 years old while she's only 14. You understand what I'm saying? For all you people who don't know what betrothed means, it means your parents basically sold your vagina or your penis to somebody that you could care two shits about marrying, but you're forced to marry them out of an unholy union due to either a financial strain or somehow or another it serves a purpose for them. Now, in some countries that does not mean that, but in most countries where you are like in a third world environment where you're a woman and you're not really appreciated, you're depreciated, so you have to go and marry whoever the fuck your parents say you have to marry. People move to America so that you don't have to do that. So that you have the choice, the freedom to fall in love with someone and marry them and live happily ever after, or live long enough to get married, have a baby, and get a divorce. That makes sense? If it doesn't make sense, Google the shit. Anyway, you can find anything on Google, even me. So, the whole thing is that your ancestors, not my kind, because my ancestors, they were here. The Native American part was here. The white part came with the black part. And boongo bango, you get my fucked up mixed ass family. Alright, but none of my family is going to be radicalized because we're from here. We have nowhere else we need to go. And the truth be told, a lot of Africans don't like black people or anyone if you talk to certain wheelchair basketball teams. So, hey, it's not a rumor. That's just straight up true. But nobody is really like radicalizing and joining those African guerrillas that are going around kidnapping women and raping them and killing them and all that other crap. None of the Koreans are jumping up to go join Kim Jong-il and killing and raping women and doing that kind of crap. So basically, it boils down to a certain amount of people of a certain amount of ethnicities that want to be joining ISIS. You guys are stupid. And yeah, there are some black people who have joined ISIS. There are some white people who have joined ISIS. And there are some Iranians, Iraqis, and maybe some people from India, and I'm trying not to sound like a fucking racist, who have joined ISIS. It's all over the fucking news. Just Google the shit. Watch the Dateline or watch ABC Nightline. Watch something that gives you some kind of intel on the shit that I'm preaching. You have to understand one thing. You have to understand this right now. One thing, and one thing only. When you are radicalized, you're a drone. You have no free will. You have no choice. You kill who they want you to kill. And if they want you to kill your mother, they expect you to kill your mother. I love my mom. She's the only parent I have left. There's no way in hell that I would put a knife to my mom's throat and cut it. It's just not going to happen. I kill myself before I kill my mom. But you young radicals, you forget about the people you leave behind. San Bernardino, they left an infant daughter to clean up their fucking mess. The more recent guy who shot up Orlando, he has a 3-year-old son who has to pay for his sins because people are going to be cruel to this kid for nothing. He's innocent. He didn't ask his dad to go get an M4 and go to a gay bar and start shooting people. But I know how America works. I know how our country works. I've been a victim of prejudice and shit all my damn life for being mixed. And I'm gonna tell you, off the freaking bat, it has not been a cool thing to be judged for somebody else's mistakes. No. There's not a damn thing cool about that. No. At all. There's nothing cool about somebody that you know going into a club, killing innocent ass people. And for what? For what? For nothing. They're killing innocent people who have done nothing to them other than live a different lifestyle. Yet, the first thing he wants to do is swear his allegiance to ISIS and that cowardly leader that they have who somehow has the magic bullet of the internet, which you're watching right now. And if you're watching me, then you're not watching them. And if you want to get radicalized, radicalize yourself and join the American Army so that your ancestors can be proud. So that you can go to this little ass clown and blow his little fucking ass off the map. You guys want to be radical? Here, make your statement. There is a U.S. document so that when you take the oath of service and once you sign your name to that document, you are an American soldier. You will have 4 warrior ethos. You will live by those ethos from day one until the day you die. You will never leave a fallen comrade, and you will always place the mission first. I'm not going to give you the other 2 because that makes it easier for some idiot to join and stab us in the back. Now, when I say that, I'm specifically speaking of the 2 brothers who were National Guardsmen, who were black, which was like about 3 or 4 years back. I know I watched it on the news while I was with my dad, and it pissed me off. And this was somewhere up north. I can't remember if it was in New York or Philly, but it was somewhere up north, where the 2 young brothers went into the National Guard building. They got all their gear and decided they wanted to make a terrorist attack. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. And shame on any of you damn radicals out here that's being radicalized by this jackass. And you want to go and join people who want to kill your ancestors. They want to kill your grandparents. They want to kill your future children. They want to kill our country. America, home of the free, home of the brave, home that you will live, bleed, and die for if you are a real American. If you're an immigrant who has come to this country to escape a country where you are always getting shot at, or someone's trying to kill or kidnap your fucking kids to force them into armies and fight since they're 6 years old. I had a friend in high school who was fighting since he was 6 years old with machine guns. He stopped me from beating up a boy in class. So to that, thank you, G. I'm not going to give you his name because I've given it before and he doesn't need to have it blasted all over my page now. Anyway, you keep your friends close. You keep your enemies closer. But when your enemy is your friend, you never see the knife that he uses to cut your throat. You have to understand something. These people that are radicalizing you dumbasses that want to go and join ISIS, they're just making you their winter soldier. That's it. They're making you their winter soldier. You're going to be a sleeper agent, and you're going to wind up killing somebody that you actually give a flying fuck about. So why would you do that? Why would you jump ship to kill your own people? There's something seriously wrong with you. People would think I'm crazy. You have the right to do that. You have every right to think that I'm crazy. Hell, sometimes I think I'm crazy. And that's cool. You have the right to voice your opinion. No one can stop that. You have the right to think whatever you want to think. You have the right to say what you want to say. You have the right to buy whatever weapon, excuse me, that you want to buy. Because in America, you have rights. You have liberties and privileges that other countries can't stand and don't have. And there are some free nations, where you have just as much rights and liberties as Americans. There's Australia. They're cool. There's New Zealand. They're cool. There's Hong Kong. They're cool. There's Japan. They're cool. There's the Philippines. They're cool. There's Canada. They're really cool. Mostly because their climate's cold as hell. There's some more. Yeah, there's places where you actually can go and have things, and as long as you're a law-abiding citizen, you don't have any worries. But if you go into somebody else's country and decide that you want to throw a stop sign through somebody's car, well, you better be knowing the laws and be prepared to take the consequences of your actions. But for you young people, they're so adamant about joining these terrorist cells. Your ancestors are rolling in their graves. Your parents are crying at night. And you, I repeat, you radicals, are not radical at all. You're a bunch of fucking jackasses. Now, there are other things that I would like to call you, but I actually wouldn't mind if people like 17 and up watch this. And besides, I'm trying to work on my swearing. It's really awful. I swear worse than any sailor ever born. But the thing is, I'm not going to betray my country. Never. You can pay me enough money. You can hide me in enough countries to betray my country. And on that same breath, if you're my enemy, there's nowhere you can run. Okay, there's one place you can run. I know for sure that Americans can't go in. We're not allowed to go into North Korea without permission from Kim Jong-un. But other than that, there's nowhere you can run that we won't find you. It's just a matter of time. What the heck do you think we have SEALs for? No, not the ones that clap their hands and go, aren't. No, not those SEALs. I'm talking about down home, honest to God, Navy SEALs. They will hunt you down and eliminate you. And we're not the only ones who have special forces. Interpol has special forces. Russia has special forces. But ISIS hasn't really been fucking with Russia. They've been fucking with Europe. They've been fucking with London. They've been fucking with France. They've been fucking with America. But they haven't really been fucking with Russia. Russia has been staying under the radar. And I'm not sure if they've really been fucking with Japan or China either. I guess they know that, there's more of them than it is ISIS, so they probably don't want to fuck with big places. But here's a news flash for you, ISIS. There's more Americans and American sympathizers than there are of you. And if you're so big and bad, what's with the attacks of civilians? You want to make a statement, you come out the military. Oh, I forgot. You guys aren't brave enough for that because you're a fucking bunch of cowards that you trick innocent kids to wire bombs to themselves, or trick people to go and shoot up gay people, or you promise them like 9 virgins when they commit suicide. Okay, here's the thing. Most virgins don't commit suicide. Unless they've been raped or deflowered, most virgins don't commit suicide. So when you go over to the other side, those virgins are not going to be there. And you're going to be looking like a dumbass. Oh, I'm sorry, you already look like a dumbass because you're being fucking radicalized, which means you're being a fucking drone, which means you're gonna fucking die because you're fucking stupid. And instead of turning your life around because your ancestors moved all the way over to America so that you can have the right to smile at any woman that walks by, whistle, tell her how beautiful she is, because you actually can see her face and she's not wearing one of those like gown, shroud, cover thingies. You can't do that over there. And what if one of those bastards over there sneaks over here and kidnaps your sister, your mother, your daughter, and you still want to go join these fuckers? You radicalized people? Y'all ain't shit. I'm James Williams Jr. Kung Fu Happy number 2. BC and